Hey there, book summarizers. Imagine scrolling through your phone, promising yourself you'll hit the gym or start that side hustle, but you don't. Sound familiar? Today we're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, the ultimate guide to building life-changing habits without feeling overwhelmed. This book isn't about willpower. It's about tiny changes that lead to massive results. Whether you're chasing a fitter body, a bigger bank account, or a sharper mind, this book's got your back. In this video, we'll unpack 10 game-changing lessons from Atomic Habits that'll transform how you approach your goals. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's unlock the secret to lasting change. Stick around, hit that like button, and subscribe for more summaries. The power of 1% improvements. Picture a tied basketball game, seconds left on the clock. One team makes a tiny tweak, better positioning, a sharper pass, and wins. That's the magic of Atomic Habits. James Clear shows that getting just 1% better every day leads to exponential growth. He tells the story of British cycling, which went from obscurity to dominating the Olympics by improving everything: bike designs, massage gels, even pillow types, by just 1%. Over time, these tiny gains stacked up, turning them into champions. In your life, you don't need to overhaul everything to succeed. Want to get fit? Don't aim for a marathon tomorrow. Start with a 10-minute walk daily. Want to save money? Skip one $5 latte a week and stash it away. Clear says if you improve by 1% daily, you'll be 37 times better in a year. That's not a typo, 37 times. The catch? These changes feel small at first. You won't see abs after 3 gym sessions or $1 million after skipping a few coffees. Clear calls this the plateau of latent potential. Progress feels invisible but builds beneath the surface like ice melting at 32 degrees. Stick with it, and you'll hit a breakthrough. So, pick one goal. Say, reading more. Start with 1 page a day. It feels silly, but in a month you've read a book. In a year, a dozen. That's the American dream. Small steps, big wins. What's your 1% improvement today? Focus on systems, not goals. Ever set a New Year's resolution to lose 20 pounds only to quit by February? Clear says the problem isn't your goal. It's your lack of a system. Goals are what you want, like a promotion or a beach-ready body. Systems are how you get there. Daily habits like skill building or meal prepping. Focusing on the scoreboard stresses you out, but nailing your daily practice makes results inevitable. Think of a football team gunning for the Super Bowl. Obsessing over the trophy doesn't win games. Daily drills, playbook study, and teamwork do. Clear learned this after a baseball injury in high school left him sidelined. He didn't aim to be a star overnight. He built a system of small rehab habits that got him back on the field. For you, design a system that's easy to follow. Want to eat healthier? Don't just say, I'll eat clean. Meal prep on Sundays. Keep veggies at eye level in your fridge, or batch cook healthy dinners. Clear's mantra is, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So, identify one goal, maybe advancing your career. Create a system. Spend 15 minutes daily on LinkedIn learning a new skill or networking. It's not sexy, but it's sustainable. Channel your inner Silicon Valley hustler, build a system, and the results will follow. Identity shapes habits. Who are you? A runner, a writer, a healthy eater? Clear says the most powerful way to change your habits is to focus on who you want to become, not what you want to achieve. It's about identity-based habits. Imagine 2 people trying to quit smoking. One says, I'm trying to quit. The other says, I'm not a smoker. The second person's identity drives their behavior. They don't just avoid cigarettes. They don't see themselves as someone who smokes. Clear explains that every habit you repeat is a vote for the person you want to be. Making your bed each morning? That's a vote for being organized. Reading 1 page a night? A vote for being a reader. Over time, these votes stack up, reshaping how you see yourself. In the USA, we love stories of reinvention. Think of Oprah or Elon Musk. You can reinvent yourself too, 1 habit at a time. Want to be a morning person? Start by setting your alarm 10 minutes earlier each week. Each early wake-up is a vote for that new identity. Ask yourself, who do I want to be? Then take one small action today to vote for that person. The habit loop: cue, craving, response, reward. Ever wonder why you grab your phone the second you hear a notification? That's the habit loop at work. Cue, craving, response, reward. Clear breaks it down. A cue, like your phone buzzing, triggers a craving to check Instagram, which leads to a response, grabbing your phone, and delivers a reward, a dopamine hit from likes. This loop drives every habit, good or bad. Understanding it lets you hack your behavior. Want to build a gym habit? Make the cue obvious. Leave your workout shoes by the door. Create a craving. Imagine the post-workout high. Make the response easy. Commit to just 5 minutes of exercise. Ensure a reward. Treat yourself to a smoothie. In American culture, we're all about instant gratification, but Clear shows how to use it strategically. To break a bad habit like binge-watching Netflix, disrupt the loop. Hide the remote, no cue. Reframe TV as a time waster, no craving. Or unplug the TV, harder response. Pick one habit you want to build or break. What's your cue? How can you make the reward irresistible? Make it obvious. Ever forget to drink water until you're parched? Clear's first law of behavior change is make it obvious. Habits need clear cues to stick. In Japan, train conductors use a pointing and calling system, verbally confirming each action to avoid mistakes. You can do this too. Want to journal daily? Leave your notebook on your pillow so you can't miss it. Clear suggests 2 tricks: implementation intentions and habit stacking. An implementation intention is a plan. I will meditate for 5 minutes at 7 a.m. in my living room. It's specific and ties to time and place. Habit stacking pairs a new habit with an existing one. After I brush my teeth, I'll write 1 sentence in my journal. In the USA, we're busy. Work, kids, Netflix. Making habits obvious cuts through the chaos. Try this. Write down your daily routine, then stack a new habit onto an existing one. After your morning coffee, do 10 push-ups. What's one habit you'll make obvious today? Make it attractive. Why do we crave pizza, but not broccoli? Clear's second law is, make it attractive. The more appealing a habit feels, the more likely you'll do it. Dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, drives this. Clear explains that anticipation of a reward, like the taste of pizza, sparks a dopamine spike, pushing you to act. To build good habits, make them irresistible. Want to exercise? Pair it with something you love, like listening to your favorite podcast only at the gym. Clear calls this temptation bundling. In the USA, we're hooked on instant gratification. Think TikTok or DoorDash. Use that to your advantage. Want to read more? Reward yourself with a small treat after 10 pages. To break bad habits, make them unattractive. Reframe scrolling social media as wasting hours you'll never get back. Pick a habit you want to love. How can you make it as tempting as a Netflix binge? Make it easy. Ever plan to run an hour but end up on the couch? Clear's third law is make it easy. The less effort a habit takes, the more likely you'll stick with it. Clear's 2-minute rule says to start with a habit that takes 2 minutes or less. Want to run? Start by putting on your sneakers. Want to write a novel? Write 1 sentence. These tiny actions are entry points to bigger behaviors. In the USA, we love efficiency. Think Amazon's one-click ordering. Apply that to habits. Want to eat healthier? Prep veggies in advance so cooking's a breeze. To break bad habits, make them hard. Clear suggests increasing friction. Hide junk food in a hard-to-reach cabinet or log out of social media apps. Try the 2-minute rule today. Want to meditate? Sit quietly for 2 minutes. What's one habit you'll make ridiculously easy? Make it satisfying. Why do we brush our teeth daily but struggle to exercise? Clear's fourth law is make it satisfying. Habits stick when they feel good. Toothpaste's minty freshness makes brushing rewarding. For new habits, add instant gratification. Want to save money? Transfer $5 to a dream vacation account each time you skip takeout. It feels like progress. In the USA, we're all about rewards. Think loyalty points at Starbucks. Clear also suggests habit tracking, like marking an X on a calendar each day you hit the gym. It's satisfying to see your streak grow. To break bad habits, make them unsatisfying. Clear shares how an accountability partner can help. Tell a friend you'll pay them $20 if you skip your workout. That stings. Try tracking one habit this week. Grab a calendar and mark each day you do it. How will you make your habit feel like a win? The Goldilocks rule: stay motivated. Ever start a habit full of fire, then fizzle out? Clear's Goldilocks rule says peak motivation happens when tasks are not too hard, not too easy, but just right, about 4% beyond your current ability. Comedian Steve Martin built his career by adding one new joke each year, gradually stretching his skills. We admire grinders like Kobe Bryant, who mastered their craft through relentless incremental improvement. To stay motivated, make your habits challenging but doable. Want to learn guitar? Practice one new chord a week, not a whole song. Clear warns that boredom is the biggest threat to consistency. When habits get dull, mix it up. Try a new workout or study in a different spot. Pick a habit you're struggling with. How can you make it just challenging enough to keep you hooked? Review and reflect for mastery. Ever feel stuck in a rut, doing the same habits but not growing? Clear says habits are a double-edged sword. They make life easier but can lock you into old patterns. To go from good to great, reflect and review. Clear shares how NBA coach Pat Riley tracked his players' stats weekly, pushing them to improve small details. You can do this with a habit journal. Write one sentence daily about what worked or didn't. In the USA, we love data. Think fitness trackers or budgeting apps. Reflection helps you spot what's holding you back. Maybe you're skipping workouts because your gym's too far. Switch to home exercises. Clear also warns against clinging to one identity like I'm not a morning person. Stay flexible. Try this. At week's end, review one habit. What's working? What needs a tweak? Stay curious, and you'll keep growing. Conclusion. There you have it, book summarizers, 10 life-changing lessons from Atomic Habits. From 1% improvements to identity-based habits, James Clear shows that small changes can transform your life. You don't need superhuman willpower, just smart systems, obvious cues, and a bit of grit. So pick one lesson, maybe the 2-minute rule, and start today. Want to be a reader? Read one page. Want to get fit? Do one push-up. These tiny steps are your ticket to big results. If you loved this summary, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Share your favorite habit in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Grab Atomic Habits for the full scoop, and let's keep building better habits together. See you in the next video.